Okay. Hey, Stephen Key. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel, inventRight TV. And today I'm going to go on a rant. So don't miss this video. Okay, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about things that just really irritate me. And hopefully, maybe, just maybe, you can learn a few things to avoid, because usually the things that irritate me are the things that you need to avoid. Okay, first thing, getting overcharged. Okay, I see this happening quite, I wouldn't say often, but every time I see it happening, I'm always like scratching my head. And what I'm talking about is that you find a patent attorney that is charging you a lot of money for your provisional patent application. Oh, God. Every once in a while, someone will reach out to me and said, "Yeah, I spent, close to $10,000 on my provisional patent application because my patent attorney told me, well, to do it right, let's just do it this way. And then when you file a non-provisional, we're closer to getting that done. Maybe I just have to add claims or something." But the crazy thing about it, I think that's ridiculous. Just my opinion. I'm not a patent attorney. I'm not giving you legal advice. But I look at provisional patent applications, it's just a way to have patent pending status to test the waters, right? It's a very low cost thing that you could do to reach out to companies with patent pending status. And also, at the very beginning of this process, you're learning a great deal within that year of patent pending status of what you might want to maybe file another provisional patent application, maybe not go forward because guess what? No one wants it, but it allows you within that year to make good decisions without spending a lot of money. And that's what drives me crazy when I see people spend a lot of money for provisional patent applications at the very beginning. Now, also, what kind of bothers me too is that patent attorneys are not telling you to really do your homework. You know, make sure you really know that you have a new idea. Maybe investigate, look at maybe for prior art, prior patents, prior products on the market, but do a good search. Because if you don't, and somehow you find out later, and I've seen this, that your idea is not that unique, it's been done before some way, somehow, and now you filed a non-provisional, and it's not really worth anything. Okay, that's happened to me actually too. There was some prior art, and I thought there wasn't any, and sure enough, my filings, they weren't worth anything. So provisional patent applications, PPAs, they're great tools. They're testing tools. And I think if you write it in such a way, not only can it help you get a licensing deal, but it does take away risk because you've done some homework. And I also believe that you can gather all the information yourself. So if you want to work with a patent attorney or a patent agent, you gather all this information and maybe even try to write it yourself because it kind of forces you to think a little bit differently. But make sure you're giving them all this information. But just be aware of this. If they're overcharging you more than a couple $1,000s, you're getting overcharged, in my opinion. Now, like I said, I cannot give you legal advice, but I want to use a provisional patent application as a selling tool to test the market to say, hey, do I want to go forward? Do I want to spend more money? Do I want to file a non-provisional patent application? And I don't want to spend 10 grand for that tool. And that's what it is. It's just a tool. That's advice I want to give you. The other thing that just drives me out of my mind is that some people are giving advice when they've never made a dime from a patent. They haven't made a living. They've never monetized a patent before, but they're willing to give you advice and tell you what to do. Are you kidding me? It's one thing to protect an idea and have patents. And in fact, I've got a whole wall over there of patents, but it's another thing to get paid for that intellectual property. They're two different things. Your patent attorney He's interested in protecting something, and you're really interested in making money from something, and they're kind of far apart. So I just don't like to listen to business advice from people that actually haven't done what I'm telling you to do. Okay. And I have made a living filing patents. I have sold my patent portfolio. I know how to collect royalties and leverage intellectual property so people pay me. But when I hear people giving advice on this topic, so I would ask them this: if someone's giving you advice, how many patents do they have and how much money have they made from their patents? And have they made a living from their patents? And if they say they haven't, I wouldn't listen to them at all. Okay. The other thing I want to say is this: there's a lot of information, once again, floating out there of people that want to tell you what to do. And I don't care what it is. I don't care if you want to venture. I don't care if you want to license. I don't care if you want to file patents or build prototypes. I don't care. Find the people that are consistently doing it. They've done it for many, many years. They've had some hits and misses along the way. Of course, they still have a smile on their face. But find those people that really have current information, not information a year ago, 2 years ago, but information today. Because this thing is changing quite rapidly. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're an inventor, the world's changing. So you need current information. Always kick the tires on anybody you're going to work with. Type in their name, type in complaints, type in lawsuits, and see what you can find. Here's another catch too. Anybody you want to work with, make sure they're on social media. Why? Because if you're on social media, like this YouTube channel, inventRightTV, I'm a target. So if I'm not doing a good job, people are going to poke me. I'm also on other platforms like LinkedIn, now on TikTok for the first time. I'm out there. I write a lot of articles. So if I'm not performing at the highest level, if I'm not treating people fairly, they're going to poke me and you're going to see it. So make sure whoever you work with, they're on social media, find out a little bit of homework, see how many times they've been sued, and just make sure they're going to treat you fair. And here's the other tip here. If you're ever going to work with a company and they're selling products and you want them to sell yours, go to Amazon, look at the reviews of their products and make sure they're treating their customers fairly. Make sure they're on social media. Make sure they're not suing a lot of people, but make sure they've got a good product, good reviews, and they're treating people fairly. It starts with the culture of the company and how they're treating their employees and how they're conducting themselves. So you cannot hide today if you're not doing a good job. So this is just a rant for me to say, hey, I'm tired of these patent practitioners overcharging you guys. I don't like it. Number two, I don't like people giving me advice that haven't really done it. I don't like that as well. And I don't like people that aren't current with good information, because if you're not current, it's old. I wouldn't take it. All right, Stephen Keys, subscribe down below, everybody. I have to tell you a couple of things about that. And the reason why I'm asking you, for me to go get these great guests to help you come on my YouTube channel, they want to know, how many subscribers do we have? Right? Because they take time and they want to make sure their time is worth it. So if you help me get more subscribers, if you subscribe, it allows me to reach out to them and say, hey, we've got this number of subscribers. That's why you need to come on. That's why you need to help all my members here. And they do. So it does help. So please, I've also noticed that over 50 people that watch this daily, they're not subscribers. It drives me crazy. You guys, we've done this for over 10 years, over 1,200 videos for you guys, 5 books, 1,000 articles on Forbes, Inc. and Entrepreneur. I'm here to help you learn how to be the best you can be at such a great industry, of taking those ideas here and bringing them on the market, seeing them on TV. You guys, it's remarkable. So please educate yourself, do all the right things, keep on watching this channel, and I'll see you next time. Okay, you've got a great product idea and you're not quite sure what to do. Or maybe you've got inventory in your garage because you were selling your product on Amazon and you don't want to continue doing it, but you want someone to help you license your idea to a company to bring it to market for you. We have a new program that's called Gateway, where we do all the work for you. We'll find the right companies and the right people to make sure your product is pitched correctly to get the licensing deal. This new program is called Gateway. If you're interested, please check it out.